This video is about how to make money from $0. And many people think that's not possible. I've seen interviews where people are like, oh, I want to start a business, but I have no money. That makes no sense whatsoever. Because if you think about it, everybody started from $0. Everyone in the world. Like, I'm talking about generations. So even the rich kid right now, his father, okay, probably his grandfather was working, but his grandfather started probably from nothing. So everybody that's rich right now, sometime in the past, in their generational lineage, they started from zero. So you really have no excuse right now. So basically, what position they were in when they started from zero is basically the same position you are in right now. It's no different. Rather, the economy was more shittier 15, 20, 30, 40 years ago. If they were able to do it, now you are, it's much easier for you to do it, especially with the internet and this and that. When people make the excuse that array, he comes from a rich family, this and that, okay, but that rich family made money 100 years ago. That's more difficult than making money right now. So yes, it's true that you need money to start, but that's not true like at the same time. Certain businesses you do need money. For example, if you want to start an oil rig, you're gonna need money. Like that's a fact. Like I'm not talking about, and nobody here wants to start an oil rig anyways. You want to start very basic shit like that you can easily start for free. At the same time, you can get involved with any kind of industry or business free of cost. For example, if we take the oil rig example, if you desperately want to, get involved with the oil industry, this and that, start drop shipping, products that are needed in the oil rig. For example, the oil rigs in Africa, for example, are very outdated, okay, compared to the oil rigs in India, for example. So the oil rigs in India from the past, which have been deassembled now because their parts are getting old, there is no use for these parts anymore. So what you basically do is you contact the oil rigs in Africa. You say, okay, I have these parts. You buy it for very cheap from the Indian oil rigs because they don't really need it anymore. You buy it for cheap and then sell it for normal price to the African ones. Like, it's a very crazy example. I don't even know if such a thing exists, but you probably could get something like this done for free. Like, it's a very simple way to describe business for you. So yes, the wealth gap is increasing, but it's also at the same time easier to make money. I'll tell you why. It is in human nature to spend money, okay? And when there's more people making money, so wealth gap, the people at the top are making more money, it means that they are spending more as well. It's not that they're just hoarding money, hoard. It's not possible to do that, and neither does anybody do that. Very few people do that, and the culture is becoming more consumer centric. So you are living in a situation where yes, there's like the rich are getting richer, but they are also spending more. Now all you have to do is figure out how you take their money. Essentially, they're spending the money. How do you make sure that you get it? You get the piece of the pie. All you have to do is to identify these places, target them, and you'll be making money from zero. So the next question comes, okay, then what do I actually do now? Okay, you've told me the logic, the mentality behind it, boom, boom, boom. But how do I actually make money from 0 rupees or dollars? And before I tell you how to do that, go join my private community right now. You get a map feature, you get to meet like-minded people around the world. We have people from Africa, North America, South America, Europe, Australia. We have kids from Kazakhstan, this and that, and we obviously have the most number of people in India. You can meet people, like-minded, business-minded people in your neighborhood, young hustlers. We have a millionaire podcast that we conduct every single week where we speak to millionaires. You get to ask them your questions. We also have courses on networking. We have many more courses coming soon as well. And you get all of this for just $99 a month. So go check it out right now. It's absolutely worth the price. I'm going to put up some reviews right now for you to check it out. So to make money from $0, you need to learn a skill. I know you've heard this a million times. I'm not going to tell you the same thing everybody else is telling you. Oh, learn a skill, make money. It's going to go in much deeper than that. And you'll actually understand how it's supposed to be done. So what do we mean by when we say you need to learn a skill? It can mean basic things like video editing or coding or craftsmanship or something like that. Or a more intangible skill is, for example, product management, inventory management, cost reduction, networking, identifying product market fit for companies. These are intangible skills, which is like it's up to your mind and your research. Okay, and in my opinion, these are skills that are more in demand than the traditional video editing and this and that, because that's going to be done by AI anyways in the future. So again, inventory management, for example, cost reduction, networking, product market fit. Like there's many more examples, but these are some examples. I'll explain this a bit more. Inventory management, for example, companies like Amazon and any other e-commerce warehouse, or basically any business that has a warehouse, requires inventory management. So why this is important is because when products are coming in, they need to be going out quickly. Otherwise, if a business is just storing products in their warehouse, it's increasing their cost. It's increasing the cost of managing the products. It's reducing space for new products, and it's just a big hassle. So inventory management is basically like you effectively getting right the flow of products in and out, in and out. Like the flow is perfect. So as soon as the stock of my one product is going down, for example, like you have systems in place where okay, you order the next batch of products, and as soon like just when the product is like over, the new product comes in, and then it's replacing the next product, and then it's being sold at the same time as well. So that's basically inventory management in short. Cost reduction is also very interesting thing that you could get into. A lot of these business owners, they focus on, I'm gonna make you more money. I run an agency. We run ads so you make more money. We do this and we make you more money. Make. But no one really thinks about cost reduction, which means that you help the company reduce their costs by 10%, 15% while keeping the output the same, while keeping everything. You're a cost reduction company. You're not a, like revenue increasing company. And it's as important as increasing revenue if you think about it, because if you reduce costs, your profit increases, or if you increase revenue, profit increases. So the way you make money from this is that, let's say you reduce the cost of a company by 15%. All you have to tell the company now is that, okay, I've reduced your cost by 15%. I want 5% of what I have reduced as my profit or my gain. It's beautiful. Let's say you help a company reduce their cost by $100,000. You can just say, okay, I help you reduce your cost by 100K. I want 20K as my own, payment. Who's gonna say no? You help them reduce 100K, like 20K, boom, easily. Product market fit is basically, you'll see many companies, they're just advertising to the wrong people. For example, you'll see these, real estate ads on the street, like banners, you'll see them. Who's really watching them? Who's really reading that? No one. So you create effective channels. Firstly, you describe the product market fit, and then you figure out effective ways to actually target these people, like one-on-one. Like the best way to target exactly the kind of person looking to buy a product. Like usually it's like, how sometimes you feel that I wish a product like this existed, I have this problem, but you can't find a product like that can solve your problem. Product market fit is basically you finding those people. And that is extremely valuable, because if I want something and somebody came to me with exactly what I wanted, I'm gonna buy it, obviously. These are just a few examples. You could do many such intangible businesses, and these are businesses that will never be affected by AI. They could be, I may be wrong, but as far as networking goes or cost reduction, there's just way too many variables for a machine to properly do it. Again, I'm underestimating machines right now, but I'm just telling you to think outside of the box. You don't have to do video editing or do start coaching or do this like basically what everybody tells you. You don't have to do that. There's much more stuff you can do to make money from zero, is basically what I'm telling you right now. Like it includes things like music as well. Like you help upcoming artists find their voice. That's a service. That's you learning a skill. That's a skill that you have. So just learn one skill right now. I'm not going to tell you what skill to learn, because frankly every skill makes money. You just need to do the one that you want to do the most. And the reason why we are learning a skill first instead of launching a product or launching a restaurant or something like that. If you were wanting to start a restaurant, maybe start off with, I help restaurants reduce their costs by 15%. You make money from that, and you use the lessons you learned to learn everything about the restaurant industry, and then you can start your own very easily, compared to, I don't know anything, I've just gotten out of college, I have this degree, restaurant. but actually in real life you don't know shit. So this is why I'm telling you to learn a skill first, apply it in the real world, and you can really sell services for 0 rupees without any cost except your travel and this and that. And then after that, we make money from that and we move on to the bigger projects that we are interested in. Suppose if you're interested in cars, obviously you can't build a car in the start. Neither can you do anything related to cars because it's all like it needs money. So you make money from a service business. For example, I help repair cars. I repair cars. That doesn't need money. You just need the skill of repairing cars. Now using that money, you can start a car wrapping company. And then after that, you can, create custom engines and whatever you want to do. Like, list is endless. So basically what I'm telling you is to start from something that requires zero money, zero investment, and then move on to like the bigger projects that you have in mind. So when it comes to creating an offer and pricing, it's very simple. Price as high as you can. Like I told you in the starting that the wealth gap is increasing. People are making more money. They're also spending more, but it's only the rich people that are spending more. So I personally do not like working with the masses. Work with like the richest people, like if you can. Like they charge absurd amounts, but you can only do that once you're really good at what you do. So maybe you'll have to start with the low level. Once you're getting good at it, you could move on to the bigger clients. But that should always be a goal in your mind where, okay, I'm selling a course right now for $99 that is aiming for the general population. But do I really want to do that for the rest of my life? No. Let me move on to the bigger projects. Let me target the bigger clients, 5 or 10 years down the line, or even 2-3 years down the line, once I'm really good at what I do. So you're aiming for the wealthy people and you're taking advantage of the wealth gap. Stop complaining, oh, it's so bad, wealth gap, 1% of the population owns 99% of the wealth. It's all bullshit. Like, it shouldn't. 1% of the population of the entire world. Do you know how many people that is? What's the population of the world? Okay, 10 billion is the population of the world, for example. I'm just saying 10 billion because it's easier math. 1% of 10 billion. That's a lot of rich people. You're saying you can't enter that bracket. You're saying you can't target those people to make money from them. Get out of here, man. So if you're still confused about what you should sell, just comment your vague interests right now and comment, okay, how can I create a service out of this? Just comment right now and I'll help you out in the comments, and everybody else will as well, including the pricing. I'll give you the pricing as well, give you some ideas. We can discuss it in the comments. And finally, we know now that we need to sell to rich people, but for many people, the most difficult part for them is finding the rich people to get in touch with. That is lead generation. Like, how do you actually find these rich people? This is where I come in, and this is where I've created a course. If you remember, I talked to you in the middle of the video about my private community and how there's a networking course inside it. That networking course will allow you to meet any billionaire, millionaire, whoever you want. There's 11 ways of networking in that method. Over 5-6 people have completed the course and they are saying it's the best fucking thing they've ever seen. Stuff like this does not exist on YouTube. They say that, you can learn it for free, bro. Don't pay. You can learn it for free on YouTube. Yeah, well, this shit you can't learn on YouTube because nothing like it exists, and I guarantee you it. And this is the one course you'll need to contact rich people from around the world, whether it's for client acquisition, podcast, or just general networking or mentorship. So seriously consider joining that group. It's just 99 USD. You can leave whenever you want. You don't have to stay there for 2-3 months. Just pay 1 month, cancel the subscription. That's it. And finally, follow me on Instagram. And if you like this video, like it, share it with a friend. Boom, 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 boom. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
And I've recently completed one of Shripakai's courses, that is How Do You Network with a Millionaire.
That course, bro, that was lit.
Before getting this course, I was struggling with networking in general because I'm running a podcast.
You're a dumbass motherfucker.
That course is your go-to course for networking with rich people in your city.
It's jam-packed with information, and he has examples of him actually going and implementing the method.
Jackass fucker.
Actionable, practical steps.
This is the first page, this is the second, this is the third, this is the fourth, this is the fifth, then sixth, then seventh, then eighth, and then 8.5.
I just met a millionaire today.
For me, it was really worth the price.
I was firstly pissed off from Shrey. Why the fuck do he needs to keep this course as a paid course? And when I completed the course, I got the answer.
So buy the course.